Alright, so I just talked about this in the video that I just made. But let's have a look, shall we? BBC News on the Doki Doki Literature Club. Uploaded by... This is my favourite name. Splatoon is the worst game of all time. With Splatoon character. Alright, I feel like I have to look at this. Oh, yeah.
Talking about a free online game.
Also, it is running like this for me.
Police and a coroner have warned about the risks of it to children.
Already, they shouldn't have to... Hang on, to children. First of all, okay? The term is teens and pre-teens. And then even then, you can only get it if you got a PC, you know. You don't give your child a PC because it's a PC. It's expensive shit.
It's called Doki Doki Literature Club.
Look at how, like... look at how innocent this is. Jesus Christ. Like, they do describe it as psychological horror. But Jesus Christ.
And it starts like a dating game set in a high school and features a group of animated girls.
You're right, it does. You did your research.
Things do turn sinister, with characters self-harming and killing themselves.
The character doesn't self-harm, okay? She doesn't self-harm out of depression, okay? This is why they need to do the research, because this is what you're missing, okay? Also, I'm just going to leave this beautiful screen up right here, because, you know, screw it. She doesn't self-harm because of that. She is turned on by it. In fact, this person tells you that the purple person, that Yuri, she says it. Also, yes, I know that Yuri is the name of lesbian hentai, so don't at me for that.
It's said to be suitable for players aged 13 or over.
Yes, because 13-year-olds are supposed to be mature. Except people have drawn porn of this game. And I can't blame them, because there's porn of everything. But they drew porn where they are having sex with the dead body of your friend who killed themselves.
It was launched last year and was downloaded 2 million times in the first 4
months. Of course it was. It's a massive game, you know.
An
it's kind of a big deal.
Into the death of a 15-year-old called Ben Wormsley from Berry.
Ah, I've heard about this. His parents are blaming the game, even though they're terrible parents.
The game dragged his son in, and a pre-inquest review is due to take place at 10 o'clock this morning in that case.
They're actually going to make the game illegal.
Have said, we believe this game is a risk to children and young people, especially...
Then tell your children to read warnings. There is a warning at the start of the game. There is a warning in the game's description. She even tells you at the end of the game that they are both there. Why does no one read these things? Doesn't make sense. Wait, not only that, okay, it is tagged with psychological horror. Meaning that, of course, the game's going to have a sinister twist in it if it just looks like a dating game.
Emotionally vulnerable, and anyone with existing mental health concerns.
It tells you. Oh god. It tells you to not do that.
This is a psychological horror game with...
It is! It even tells you it's a psychological horror game.
Suicide is a main feature.
No. Suicide is not the main feature of the game. Or for that matter, a main feature. It's more... I don't know exactly how to explain the game for that matter then. Yes, the girl does kill herself. No, the game does not tell you to kill yourself. The game is... It has an artificial intelligence in it that effectively just cranks up the levels of the character's emotions from 0 to 100 like real quick, so then one of them hangs himself, one of them stabs himself, one of them is effectively possessed if she doesn't eat anything, and the other one just takes you into effectively what is her own world. Which is just an empty classroom with you and her in it.
And note too, it does
it's not a main feature.
It's not suitable for children.
It does warn that.
However, the graphics, etc., are clearly aimed at young people.
No. If you have seen... Give me a second. See my point? This picture is my point. Oh god, okay, right. I'll just click off there. See my point though, this is a weeaboo. This is a weeaboo, not aimed at young people, okay? That is not what the graphics feed. When they call you a weeaboo but your body pillow says otherwise, that is a weeaboo. The people who are downloading the game, I have the game, I don't watch anime, so don't panic.
We've contacted the game's creators, Team Salvato, but so far we haven't heard back.
Of course you haven't. You're trying to get them on claims that they have already addressed with their game because it would be a problem in the first place. That's why Call of Duty has an 18.
Here's the trailer for the game with that warning right at the start.
I haven't actually seen the trailer, funny enough. That's literally it! I'm sorry, Dan, like, I know that it says it's not suitable, but that's a beautiful opening. Just, hey, this game isn't suitable for children. Give me a minute. This game isn't suitable for kids. Nah, I can't do it. My point is that he just launches straight into it. Look how beautiful it is and how happy it is. See? It's a lovely game. Also, another thing, this isn't a child. She's 18. She's just malnourished. A lot of people think she's like 12. She's not. There's genuinely a wiki for it. Also, yes, I do follow an account that talks about this game a lot. Mainly just because of this issue. Can we just skip this? Alright, great.
Let's talk about this now with the news editor for the video game website Kotaku UK, Laura Dale.
Hang on. Kotaku. I've heard of Kotaku somewhere. I don't know where though. Whatever.
Mom of 2 and casual gamer Helen Grounds. She has played Doki Doki.
Alright, casual gamer. I'm gonna guess that she is disgusted by it.
Doki and is a fan. And
Oh!
Fraser is here.
You know, good for you. Good for you for actually putting a solid...
Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Good for you for at least trying to push a solid, balanced point of view on this. I'm alright with this. Also, this is what they've done to The Office. This is beautiful.
Laura, describe the premise.
So the basic premise of the game is that it starts off like a dating sim, as you'd said, that you go to this literature club, try and make friends with all these different girls, and it sort of subverts the expectations of that genre by becoming a horror narrative.
Okay, here's the thing. It's not actually part of the dating novel thing. Like, if you have a look in the Steam files, okay? Not in the Steam files, in the tags for it on Steam, it literally says it's psychological horror. Meaning that not only are you wrong, but you're being stupid too. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to insult you and your absolutely beautiful flowing blue hair or whatever, but this is stupid, and we're only 2 minutes 52 in, and I've got like almost 10 minutes footage probably.
For the game, one of the characters, as it turns out, is not happy that you're dating the other video game character.
Oh, you see, that's funny, because one of the characters is unhappy that you're not dating the other video game characters. I don't believe that you've looked through this game properly, because you can also go out with her, but she won't be happy no matter what you do. She is... It's not that she's unhappy, she is clinically depressed. She tells you that she is depressed, and she has been like that for a lot of her life. And they're just going to gloss over the fact that this person has had depression. Obviously not a real person.
That other characters will commit suicide and...
Okay, right, they're actually not on about... They're not on about Sayori, they're on about... I forgot her name. Okay, no, it's Monica. Monica's the one that changes how the game works, okay? She's the one that's all like, hey, I don't like the fact that you're going out with these people, and she doesn't. She likes the fact that she's with you, and she only erases her friends out of fear that she won't get to be with you, and also she's the most human-like thing in the game, and she contacts you as a player. Like, everyone sees... what they've called MC, which is main character. So everyone sees the main character in the game, as in the people in the game see the main character, but not you as the player. However, Monica sees the player, because they know there's someone outside, because the main character is effectively just a cardboard cutout with a speaker attached to it.
And will sort of drive you towards dating her instead.
Let's just skip ahead.
A certain rating like we have in the UK. To be honest, I would say 18, considering there is quite some graphical parts in it.
No. Okay, right, here's the thing. The game shouldn't be an 18. You've got to remember, there are people about 10, 11, making jokes about... Yeah, screw it, I'll get controversial. They're talking about rape, suicide, terrorism, and sure, it's not a good thing to make jokes about it. Also, I'm doing a load of hand gestures here, so screw it. But basically, it's not okay to make jokes about those things, okay? But at the same time, you've got to remember that 11-year-olds are being, like, you know, subject to more things now, and it doesn't matter if it's an 18. So long as they can log in and say that they're an 18 on Steam, they can just get the game and be like, well, there you go, I have the game now and you can't stop me. Like, I own a lot of 18 games, and I am not 18. but my parents bought them for me, meaning that I can legally have them. So long as you say you are 18 and you seem 18, you can get the game and you can play it if you are under 18.
It is quite upsetting.
Well, I mean, let's be clear. When you play the game,
I'm not gonna lie, the game isn't upsetting. It's sad that my favourite character dies first, but honestly, you've got to remember they are game characters, and sure, you can relate to them, and you can be all like, well, this isn't, this is not good. There are characters that I relate to dying. Should I be scared? Should I be scared that this could happen to me, seeing as I feel like this person is me? And then they take it too far. Everyone takes it too far and they'll like cry over these characters and they'll be like, oh my god, they have the saddest death in the game. And I'm like, yeah. Whatever you say. Here's the thing though, okay? Here's the thing. The game isn't sad. The ending, it will make you shed a tear. Okay? It is actually probably the nicest ending to a game I have ever seen.
do you see characters kill themselves? Sometimes.
Yes, you see two characters kill
in quite
themselves.
graphic situations.
One of them especially, yes.
Right.
Well, actually, yes.
Lorna Fraser from Samaritans, how do you respond to that?
Apparently she needs to give her the full title. Yes. Hello there. I'm gonna just give myself a name that's not mine here. Yes, Benjamin Wetzel of London in England, within the UK, of which is also known as the United Kingdom, within Europe, which is still currently in the EU but about to leave, which is on Earth, which just happens to be in a cosmos. I could go on, but you can see my point.
Well, what we believe is that this is an example of where it's really important for parents to be aware of the things that they do online.
Thank you, honestly. So she's not blaming the game yet. I haven't seen it, okay? I haven't seen her blame the game yet, so I'm gonna guess that she hasn't, so because I've just skipped ahead to a random point, okay? But my point is, okay, she hasn't blamed the game, she is blaming the parents, which she has full right to do.
Just as you would want to protect your child in the offline environment, if your kids are going out,
exactly.
You'd like to know where they're going, who they're hanging out with, how they're getting home.
And warning about online horror game. No. You see, this game is not online. If it was online, you would see other players. This is not online. You have to be online to sometimes access the Steam files for it. But this game is by no means online. This is an offline horror game. So when you say an offline environment, they could have just downloaded a ton of porn on the computer. I'm gonna find that funny with the fact that you can just download it and it's not online, so therefore it's just all okay.
Kind of thing. We would encourage parents to have these conversations with your kids, be aware of what they do online. You know, it could give you a false sense of security because they're tucked away in their bedroom or on their tablet or computer.
Yes, this is why our parents are supposed to educate us. But do you see that happening now when everyone's blaming video games because they're just a terrible parent? Because I know I'm seeing that. My parents... Actually, I'm going to stop that there. My parents are actually pretty good at that. They educated me on, it's just a game, calm down, which is why I stopped being afraid of something from a movie. Oh no, wait, no. Now I remember what it was. There's a place in England called the Forbidden Corner. And if you haven't been there, it's really nice. I'd recommend going. It's basically... I swear I keep hearing someone in my house. Oh yeah, the TV's on. But basically, it's nice. It's nice. Okay, there's one bit that scared me when I was little, and it was this massive cat. But then my mum explained to us it was only a robot, and that I needed to get over it. And then because I was only like 5, maybe 6 at the time, I said, "What if the robot tries to eat me?" And she said, "It's all right. They're not smart enough to do that yet." And then not until someone gave that robot a gun. I saw that video, by the way.
But it's also important to avoid any confusion around focusing on one particular game, because there will be...
Yes, she's also right here, actually. Don't focus on one particular game, because, you know, there's not just going to be one, like, really disturbing game that exists. Like, I'm trying to think of another really disturbing game. I guess we'll say PT, just for the sake of finding a game. So PT. That also exists, but you don't see anyone complaining about that because that's blatantly labelled as horror. This is also labelled as horror, but more subtly. and it does show you in more than one occasion that it is horror.
The others, so we don't want to give the message to parents, firstly to really alarm parents, because there are lots of good things online too.
There are lots of good things.
To give the message
like Rule
to parents
34.
that if your child isn't playing
That
this
was wrong,
particular
sorry.
game, then there's no cause for concern.
Yeah.
You know, there are others.
Laura, you're nodding your head in agreement.
Definitely. There are certain parts of what have been said about this particular game that do lead me to suspect that it may not have been the only game involved in this particular tragic event.
Okay.
Without knowing specifically...
We'll have to wait for the inquest, so we
we'd
can't
have to
speculate.
obviously wait for the inquest, but there were
Okay,
statements made about
I feel like
this
I'll have to
game by
Google
the
what an
father
inquest
that
is, but
are
I'm guessing
not
it's got
things
something to talk
that
to.
are
Oh,
featured in this.
you know, I'll just end it here. But my point is, they shouldn't be blaming the game. They should be blaming... Also, I love how this is the next thing that's came up. It's Tetrabit. I actually don't mind Tetrabit. He's pretty okay. But I'm sorry, like... The game clearly said the game is not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Let's have a look at the comments, shall we? It clearly states that the game is not suitable for children. This game also gives a bunch of warnings, so the game is not really at fault since it was the person's choice to play the game. Horror games from now on. This game is not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? You must be 13 or above. Do you wish to continue? Are you completely sure that you wish to continue? This person right here. I love you, salty private investigator, okay? I want to have your children. This is the sort of comments I want to be seeing everywhere now. And it just makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay, next they're going to be blaming Hangman for causing a suicidal connect war for communism. Okay, no, I'm done. Right, that's enough. I'm actually very like that. The graphics are clearly aimed at children, if only they knew. Yeah, also I see you're a fan of... I'm trying to tell which one that is. It's pink. Oh, it's Natsuki, right, okay. Warnings are made for a reason. You know, you're right, Dean Natuno. I was gonna call him Dean Naruto, but it's Dean Natuno, so alright. Thank you, good night.